Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCLA's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
On first down, here comes this offense. Dropping back, it's Webb. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks. Going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. Got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Caught in the backfield, it's Paul. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Coming after it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Wants to throw. It's Webb. Fires to the right. It's caught. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder.
Oh, look out! The tag! Touchdown, Ohio State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing...
Fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, You think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Webb. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
To the air, it's Webb. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
RPO complete to open the drive. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Good enough for a 1st down. Handoff to the single back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Bruins will hustle to the line. The back goes in motion. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
They'll run play action. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On third down, going up top. Going to try to get it himself. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's...
Off he goes! He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year, we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Looking downfield, it's Webb. This time he's got his man.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Going up top on first down. He finds his man. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. A new set of downs after the completion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quick completion to the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Off-play action on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Bruins line it up with a first and goal.
First and goal, UCLA.
He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
UCLA, number 34 in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 11 over the Pandas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. What a snag by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The Bruins are marching down the field.
UCLA.
He'll set up to throw. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now it's 2nd and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And after the extra point, they trailed 35-17. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
UCLA 17.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this off.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Dropping back, it's Webb. Throws to the back. It's complete to the right. Pulled down for the tackle. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
35. UCLA 17.
Just about ready to go. We'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're bringing heat. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw it again. Steps away to find some room. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Try and play action. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Gonna let it fly, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 28 over Wake Forest. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Release to the back. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Couldn't connect on first down, now 2nd and 10 from the 24. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. They'll throw it on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Paul. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.